As a leader, you're having to make decisions all the time. When you make decisions, do you tend to overthink it or actually underthink it? The difference matters, and it impacts the people who follow you. Let's talk about ways to mitigate these two conditions related to making decisions. I've worked with a lot of leaders over the years, and they've had to work through many big decisions while we've been coaching together. And I've tended to observe from my vantage point, neutral and objective, that they're either tending to overthink situations or even underthink situations. Coaching can help in both of these, but this video is to help you to think about it for yourself. In the overthinking situation, we find that leaders get paralyzed by too much information, or they feel that they don't have enough information and so they want more. What happens is they get paralyzed in their analysis, and they end up spending much too much time analyzing decision than what their people want, right? People want a decision. They want to know, what are we going to do and where are we going? Leaders know this, and yet they still do it. There's something else that causes overthinking. And it's not too much information necessarily, but it's too much input. When leaders speak to many other people whom they trust and respect, they want to know, what do you think? But this can go the wrong way too, when you talk to too many different people. So what can you do if you tend to be an overthinker who wants more information, more opinions, and before you know it, the timeline has gotten away from you to make that decision, and you frustrate your people? Well, first, know this about yourself, right? Awareness is the first step. Admit to yourself that you tend to overthink decisions. You can look back and realize that there are times when you do this, and understand also that it very well may frustrate your people. And this is something to work on. So be aware of it. Recognize that it may frustrate others, which may create a greater sense of urgency in yourself to make a change. That frustration you cause may emotionally affect you. Logically, it makes sense to make decisions fairly quickly because the pace of change is such that it rewards people who make decisions fairly quickly. And probably slowing down for you is still not going to be faster than people who tend to make decisions quickly. So you're probably still going to be a little bit on the slower side, but faster than you have been, and that'll be a win for other people. But it goes deeper than that, right? When you think about the number of people you'd like to talk to, maybe you can create an initial list and then cut that list by half. It's going to be painful, but you can probably do it if you decide to do it. And see how that feels. Maybe do it with a lower stakes decision that you can be comfortable talking with a smaller group. What about getting too much information? Well, set a deadline as to when you're going to make a decision. When you make the decision by the deadline, you deal with the information that you have and you make the decision. Even if it feels uncomfortable, you have the win of having made a decision by the deadline. And then you'll see what happens. Again, you may want to try this with a lower stakes decision so that it doesn't potentially turn into a problem because you made a decision too quickly and you followed my advice on this video. So think about a lower stakes decision where you can practice these things so that you start to get a comfort level with not overthinking most of the time. That's what we're trying to affect as a change in you, is to not do it most of the time. And then you'll probably find that has a positive effect on the people that follow you. Now, what if you tend to underthink? Underthink may be characterized by the phrase ready, fire, aim. These people believe that they want to make decisions rapidly, and that's what surprises the competition, gets ahead of them, catches people by surprise, and they don't know what to do, so then they have to think about it. By then, you're already out ahead of them. This can be a good competitive strategy to make decisions quickly, and it It can be looked at as a positive leadership trait. But there are those times when you don't want to make a decision too quickly. So earlier, I said for the overthinkers, when the stakes are lower, maybe you can make a decision faster. The reverse is true for underthinkers. When the stakes are higher, maybe you can make a decision slower. So whereas you might only want to talk to 2 or 3 people, double it and talk to 5, 6 people. Whereas you would get limited information and follow your intuition more readily, maybe you should devalue your intuition a bit and increase the value of outside information. Seek out more information, especially seek out disconfirming information that contrasts your intuition and causes you to have to stop and think even more deeply. This is the key. Think. This is what I do with my clients is I help them think through the situation from different angles, different information sources, different scenarios that may play out. So this is the benefit of having a coach to work with you through this. But you can replicate this on your own. And hopefully what you will get to is slowing down your process when it really matters and continuing your regular pace when the stakes are lower. Whether you're an overthinker or an underthinker, I had some ideas for you here in this video that I hope will help you to get closer to that sweet spot in the middle, where you spend just the right amount of time, talk to just the right amount of people, and get just the right amount of information to make a great decision. Of course, we learn and get better over time. If you have other ways that have helped you to make decisions, either more quickly or more slowly, as necessary, please post them in the comments. I'd love to see them. If you would like to learn more about making decisions, visit my website, BAECexecutivecoach.com, and look for a section called Cheat Sheets. It's under Resources. I have a couple of cheat sheets there about making decisions. Basically, they're infographics that you can look at, download, etc. And you may appreciate these ideas on how to make decisions and feel better about them. And of course, if you'd like to explore coaching, then email me at michael@BAECexecutivecoach.com or visit the website. I'm also available to coach someone who works with you, for you, or the team that you work on. If you would like to learn more to help you be more effective as a leader, of course, subscribe to the channel. And please share this video with other people who make decisions and could benefit from a few ideas on how to make them better. Thank you very much.